Hello and welcome to this lesson on DevOps overview. I am Mahendra Mehra and I am a senior training lead and evangelist with Oracle University. So let's get started. Let's try to understand DevOps through a story. Head and Heart Holistic Healthcare is a mid sized business that develops healthcare and wellness software applications. During the COVID pandemic, their business skyrocketed and they are being challenged to scale their development and operations very rapidly. The company started with the waterfall model of development 10 years ago, and since last 5 years they've been using the agile model. However, they are struggling to keep up with the customer demand and the competitive marketplace. Let's meet our key players and listen to some of the specific challenges that everyone is facing. Meet Jamal from the development team and Trisha from the operations team. The relationship between developers and IT operations is often adversarial. Typical challenges for developers such as Jamal include being pressured for on time delivery, grappling with issue resolution, implementing new application capabilities, ongoing need for code management, and long and slow software release cycles. Typical challenges for operational leads such as Trisha include resource contention, analysis and diagnostic checks, fast issue resolution, constant demand for redesign, and keeping up with the customer request to edit or tweak. When a client has complaints about a software, the blame is internally thrown at each other. The developer team would point fingers at the IT ops team, and then who would redirect the same blame to the dev team. For example, Jamal would say the code worked perfectly on his machine, where Tisha can argue that the code submitted by Jamal wasn't proper and it broke in the production environment. So overall, what developer wants is frequent changes to be pushed to production environment, whereas the operations want prod environment to be stable. But what business needs is both, that is quick changes and stability at the same time. Meet Ramona, the CEO of Head and Heart Holistic Healthcare. She has heard from both her development and operational leads, and she knows they are struggling and working in their own silos, which is negatively impacting the company. She then makes a call to an Oracle architect, Mo, and shares some of her specific concerns. She tells Mo about how her team can't seem to coordinate their production activities and tasks. She then goes on to explain about the customer losses and complaints, as well as the mounting opportunity cost and the strategic impacts on the business and the financial plans. She asks for help. Mo, the Oracle architect, listens patiently and then offers a resounding yes in order to help her overcome these challenges. Ramona and Mo spend an hour on the phone, and Ramona outlines her issues like deployment delays, high operational cost, communication issues, problems with security, high failure rate, erratic code execution, and no plan to implement continuous integration. Mo takes notes but knows all along that he has a perfect solution and asks Ramona if she has heard about DevOps service, and then goes on to explain her regarding the OCI DevOps services. Now that we know the challenges a software development team faces who uses a traditional software development approach, let's try to understand what DevOps is and how it helps overcome these challenges. Let's begin with DevOps definition. DevOps is a way of working that allows for continuous delivery. DevOps encourages collaboration between teams such as development and operations who are working in silos. DevOps enables automation, basically using automation tools that can leverage an increasingly programmable and dynamic infrastructure, which helps in increasing the pace of releases, improve your product faster, and build competitive advantage. DevOps instills a continuous culture where it represents a change in IT culture focusing on rapid IT service delivery through the adoption of agile, lean practices in the context of system oriented approach. For DevOps to be effective, all what is required is a paradigm shift. Enterprises must make this paradigm shift to digital transformation. So we have defined what DevOps is. Now let's discuss why it matters. DevOps brings development and operations team together to create a unified infrastructure. And this team collaboration maximizes productivity, simplifies the software production lifecycle, makes each phase programmable and dynamic, helps you improve release and deployment frequency, along with maximizing predictability, efficiency, and security. It aids in release management and helps you find bugs early in the software development lifecycle. Let's look at the DevOps lifecycle. It is defined as a rapid release, multi phased software development lifecycle. And in addition to having a built in strong feedback loop, this lifecycle is stress driven to ensure robust software and uses code that is continuously built, tested, released, and monitored. Now let's have a look at the life cycle phases. On the dev side, you have plan, code, build, test, and on the operation side, you have release, deploy, operate, and monitor. So we have defined the DevOps software development lifecycle and its 8 phases. Let's take another view and look at these phases laterally. So the phases are plan, code, build, test, release, deploy, operate, and monitor. The agile development covers phases like plan, code, and build, where it organizes work in short iteration called sprints to increase the number of releases. Agile emphasizes on software development methodology for developing the software. When the software is developed and released, the agile team will not care what happens to it. Continuous integration, on the other hand, requires developers to integrate their work with one another as early as possible in the life cycle. This helps exposing bugs and issues on a regular basis. Continuous delivery provides tools and best practices to deliver quickly. At the end of each CI build, software is delivered for QA testing and then for delivery to the production environment. And as you can see, continuous delivery stretches out up till the deploy phase. But what about continuous operation and monitoring? This is where DevOps comes into picture. DevOps is to give end-to-end business solution for faster delivery of products to the market. DevOps is all about taking software which is ready for release and deploying it in a reliable and secure manner. So now you know what CI and CD are, but as we said earlier, DevOps is an entire paradigm shift and it instills a continuous culture. That means that DevOps is all about continuity at every stage of the life cycle. It's a process for iterative software development and is an umbrella over several other continuous processes, including continuous development, continuous testing, continuous release and deployment, continuous monitoring, and continuous feedback and optimization. Adapting DevOps to support the entire software development lifecycle with an emphasis on agility and efficiency regardless of function provides several benefits. Some of these benefits include a curated culture where your teams are more connected and the workers are more efficient, where you have greater employee engagement and collaboration with increased personal and professional growth opportunities. The other benefit includes tighter technicality, which provides improved overall software quality with more simplicity and less complexity. It provides quick problem resolution and greater stability and reliability with continuous delivery. The DevOps benefit also leads to better business yields with lower IT cost, quick delivery times, more predictability, increased flexibility, and heightened innovation. To wrap up, in this lesson, we understood the drawbacks of traditional approach in software development and realized how DevOps effectively serves the purpose of reducing the time involved in software development lifecycle for prompt deliveries and securing continuous production of high quality, foolproof software applications. I hope you found this lesson useful. Thanks for watching.